Okay.
We are going live. We are now online. So, good afternoon, Mr. Nadozie.
Good afternoon.
Please, you are highly welcome to our next episode on the issue about Nigerian government.
Okay.
I have one question for you, Mr. Nadozie.
Okay.
Do you have confidence in Nigerian government today?
Actually, I wouldn't stand to tell you that I have confidence in Nigerian government because with the way things are going in this country now, I've totally lost confidence on our leaders. Things have fallen apart. Hardship, killing, kidnapping. I mean, it's a total loss of confidence on the government. Thank you.
But for now, we just elected a new president in Nigeria, President Buhari. Don't you
Yeah.
think that he may change things the way things normally move in Nigeria as of now?
The fact is that when the man was doing his campaign, people
Yes.
misunderstood him. He was talking about change, and they thought he was talking about change. So he has changed the
Whoa.
country, not change. So to say,
Okay, so
that
you
is
are now
everything.
trying to enlighten Nigerians that the president being elected, which the citizens we are thinking that he was preaching change. He
Yes,
wasn't even talking about change. He's trying to chain the entire
change. Yeah.
Nigeria together.
What's
Wow.
going on now? He was talking about change and misunderstood him to be a change. It is right now that people have found out that what the man was talking about then is change. He has chained Nigeria to ransom. A president who have never stayed in the country where he's ruling for 30 days. Within a specific period of how many months have been on seat, he has traveled more than 20 times to different countries, spending the
Okay.
money with his group APC. To what benefits is all those travels, international travels to Nigerians, to the common people.
So do you
So you
think
can
that
see
him being around in Nigeria or without traveling in making contacts because of the economic flow or economic flop in Nigeria today, that if he stays in Nigeria, things will be going well without him moving outside, talking with investors to come back to invest in Nigeria. Don't you think that such thing is the best move?
far so good. His trips, journeys, movements have never bring any good thing to Nigeria. So he is only wasting our little resources we have, embarking on frivolous journeys. So I
But
can say,
Mr. Nados here, when looking at issues, Nigeria is experiencing terrorism, and our president traveled to Saudi Arabia and played the alleged submitted Nigeria to the should I call it, or should I let me put it, Arab
that
anti-terror group.
he want to register Nigeria to a Muslim country. You get what I'm saying now?
Okay.
Want to register Nigeria to a Muslim country. You see, look at how Christians are being killed in the northern states. So he want to make Nigeria a Muslim country. What is his visit to all those places? To what good will it benefit to Nigeria? All those Muslim countries. You know what I'm saying now?
Yes.
Yeah.
In other side, I still have another question, because there is what he was talking about in terms of alleviating unemployment in Nigeria. What do you think about Nigerian unemployment, especially the youths of that nation?
Unemployment, the one he promised as he bring every undergraduate Everyone employ you 5,000 naira. Looking at it, my brother, it is vividly clear that that is not alleviating unemployment. What will 5 naira fetch an unemployed youth? 5,000 naira fetch an unemployed youth in this hard economy, where if you hold 100,000, it really seems as if you are holding 1 naira. The cost of things in the market skyrocketing day by day. People are losing their jobs. Want to improve employment are sacking people every day. So I don't know.
I
Sacking
still
people, no
like
jobs.
like what they just did in Lagos State. Nigeria is not creating opportunities in Nigeria, and the little ones that the poor people are gathered together to start a living, like in Lagos State, the Lagos State government climbed on Igbo's businessmen, destroyed their market and their goods. Um, I think that's the best way to create unemployment in Africa, because Nigeria is showing African countries how to
I
do
am
unemployment.
I am telling you that on daily basis, even the companies that are here, multinational companies, people are losing their jobs on daily basis because of economic situation here. You see,
Wow, what a country.
so that is the thing.
So what do you think that we should do for Nigeria to work for us?
I mean, people have been talking about the valuation of the naira.
Yes.
Anywhere you go in the market now, people be telling you dollar, 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 dollar. Even the lay woman in the village will always be talking about dollar. You can imagine such a situation where even the layman in the village is talking about high increase in the dollar. And when we are talking of the value of the dollar, of the naira, it becomes a problem.
But
And I'm
don't you think that the president knows more better that made him not to allow such a thing to happen in terms of the value of naira?
mm,
Don't you think that he knows better?
mm. It's really a big problem. I'm telling you honestly. You know, it's really a big problem. As I'm talking to you now, when you are talking of creating, when you are talking of creating employment, you understand now when thousands of Nigerians in this town are losing their job on daily basis. Instability, people are losing their jobs on the daily basis. I'm
But
telling you,
but 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 Mr. Nadozie, Nigerians are not even complaining about all these points you are
yeah,
making now.
hello,
Yes.
yeah, let
Can
me
you hear
hear you.
me?
Yeah, come again, come again.
I said Nigerians are not even complaining about these points that you are making now.
Hmm. No, 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 no. Now they are complaining, but where will their voice reach? When the people who have elected as our senators, as our next House of Reps, you understand now, who are supposed, to speak for people to hear them, are not talking. So what will the poor man on the street do? Who will listen to him? Who will hear his voice? You
But
know,
in terms of election, before General Buhari came out to contest, don't Nigerians have graduates, learned men that are supposed to help in terms of elevating that country from that
that,
poverty to something else?
that is the thing. Could you imagine where a minister of labor productivity Ngige Precisely was saying that people who are poor in Nigeria are people in PDP. So
Okay.
for them, you see, they are doing well. That was a statement he made on Twitter last time. So that's last week. I read it in the internet. You know, so you can imagine that a minister saying that people that are poor in the country are supporters of PDP, loyalists of PDP. So for them that in APC, they are above the law. Where people who are the lawmakers are illiterate, who, because they have money, you understand now, They use the
Yes.
money, buy the votes, win the election, and vote them in. What would they go there to do? Well, our intellectuals, for the fear of death or whatever, or because of money to run the election, but the election in Nigeria is money. Once you have your money to contest, to lobby, to buy people, you are there. You know,
But
these are not
Mr. Nadozie, Mr. Nadozie, don't you think that Nigerians who are suffering today, the suffering did not start today? It has been there for a very long time. Don't they think that
of course.
they should leave money aside in terms of accepting money to vote in the wrong people?
And brother, that is the only time. That is the only time Nigeria will start experiencing a true democracy. Any day Nigeria stop collecting money from these people, contestants of these elections. You know, anytime we set money out of campaign, that's the only time we will face the real democracy. You can now see intellectuals, people who merited it, will now come out for political appointments. That's why
And
I think all look at
I would like
like
to I would like to chip in the issue going on in Imo State. The governor of Imo State who made it public that the state is run out of money. What do you have to say about that one?
actually is, you know, it is obviously clear that Imo State is the worst state in Nigeria. Even as I'm talking to you now, you know, Imo State, no development, no employment. People that already has a job are being sacked of their job. Nothing is going on, you know.
Mr. Nadozie, in other part of the world that we normally watch in mainstream media, if the state government or the central government is going against the citizen of the nation, they normally go on the street, protest, and make their voice heard. But all these sufferness that you are pointing out in Nigeria now, don't you think that Nigerians should go on the street to make their governors and their president to understand that we are facing hardship here? Maybe they don't even know.
The matter is this: if you look at it very well, you will find out that politics in Nigeria is a cartel. These people have a cartel. The cartel, I mean, this is APC cartel. Even if you come out, make your noise, there's nobody listen to you. Who will going to implement it? Who will going to hear your voice? Who will going to hear your cry? Who is going to say, oh, let us come to the rescue of these people, the same people? So what are we talking? Rogers, APC. Why will you take it to Abuja, Buhari, APC? You see where the problem lies. You know,
Okay.
the government reason is not balanced. There is no opposition party in Nigeria. And
But
you can imagine
don't you
the party in Nigeria, the ruling party does things the way they want and get out with it. So that's the problem we're having in this country. You know, people have been complaining, you know, carrying out peaceful demonstration in the Imo State, you understand? You know,
yes?
but who listen to them? Who listen?
But I believe, as I'm here now, like here in Germany, if the government is going against the people will try to make the government understand that the power relies on them, the citizen of the country. Um, in terms of Nigerian issue, it's like the people doesn't even understand that they are the one that push those people in. They are the one that has the power to change things in Nigeria. Don't you see the same way that I'm seeing it?
Going by your question, the government where the rule of law is not adhered to. A court have given an order, take for instance, that the leader of IPBO should be released, and federal government do not adhere to that ruling. People going on peaceful demonstration in the southeast over the release of their director Nnamdi Kanu.
Okay, are
We
you
are
talking
shocked.
about, are you bringing in now the Biafra issue?
With that knife, we are shocked by the Nigerian army. The man in charge gave them instruction to shoot aside. You can imagine that. The man in the streets who was doing peaceful demonstration for people to hear his voice.
Okay, you are now trying to maybe to understand that people are afraid to complain to their government that the cost or the way they are doing things is not suiting us, that if they come out, they will be killed.
I want to bring their notice. Now, have you heard? I read from the internet this morning that Buhari has given an order that any newspaper that is carrying any information about IPBO, Biafra, that the newspaper should be closed down.
But we are not following. Nigeria is not following decree. Nigeria is following constitution. I think Nigerians should understand too that they have right of
in that case now. In that case, the good which institution have ever said it that you close a media that published something that's happening in the country? A media that is publishing something happening in the country. So you are giving an instruction and order now that any media that published anything that has to do with Biafra should be shut down. So,
okay.
Is this that you see? Is it democracy?
Actually, maybe Nigeria still need to be really educated in terms of they should go to experts or invite experts to teach them more about democracy, because I believe that they should not close any press because of IPO, because IPO are not terrorists for now, and they are not harming any human being. They are not destroying government. And the Biafran war, from my own experience, is a war that took place between Nigeria against the Igbos, because the Nigerians declared the war against the Igbos, and that history should not be forgotten.
You are right. You are right. But the way I'm going is that we have a government that doesn't respect the rule of law in power, which is headed by Buhari. I don't know what I'm saying now.
Yes.
Government that doesn't respect the rule of law in power, which is Buhari. He doesn't respect the rule of law. And with that, are you telling me that we are practicing democracy or autocracy? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. But for the government to give order to DSS to release Nnamdi Kanu, and the order was rejected, I believe that DSS is National Defense, whatever. It's like FBI or CIA. The same law that gave the court the right to give such an order, I believe, because there are secret laws that we normal citizens doesn't even know, that will give DSS the right to steal, withhold Nnamdi Kanu. You know, but for my own side, this new government arrested Nnamdi Kanu for saying things about Biafra. It's not the best way to follow. You understand me? Because pirate television, pirate radio is normal, you know. And if you doesn't have opposition or people that criticize you or your government, you will not be able to achieve anything good. You will be carried away. For me, I think the government should find a way to handle the issue to be able to release that man called Nnamdi Kanu. I hope you also abide to my idea.
You see,
I have another question. I have another question for you, please, Mr. Nadozie. What do you think today that makes Nigeria in terms of governance, in terms of improvement and electricity and all that? What do you think that make that country to still remain weak and they still call themselves Elephant of Africa or whatever.
Come again, let me get you well. Come again, pardon.
Okay. What do you think that still keep Nigeria weak as a nation? Because they are not going strong or something else.
Actually, you know, the thing is, as you just can see now, Buhari is going about with this is a policy of catching up with the looting and the embezzlement of public funds by our leaders. Your son now has
Yes.
really eaten deep into the fabric of Nigeria. You understand now? You know,
Yeah.
there's an Igbo adage that the dog that eats the bone that will put on his neck. The people we call our leaders who will give custody of our wealth and all whatnot are not trustworthy. You understand what I'm saying now?
Yeah.
Looting, embezzlement, and all whatnot is order
And
of
how do you think? And how do you think Nigeria should fight this embezzlement of public fund? Which way do you think that they should follow so that such a thing will not be able to come up again?
The only way out is to make political appointment not so lucrative. Let it be like every other person that is working in a government parastatal. You know what I'm saying now?
Yes.
A poor person will win the election tomorrow, within a specific or 2 days, and become a multi-billionaire, making political appointments to be lucrative. Nobody wants to do anything now except to join into politics. That is a problem. You know what I'm saying now? It's a problem.
Yes.
How should political appointments be a lucrative business? Somebody who get a medical doctor who have many years experience cannot earn 100,000 naira in a month. That's one.
I still have, Mr. Nadozie, I still have an issue for you. I read last time about this traveling of our president from one place to another and the allowances of this traveling.
Okay.
He must collect it in dollars, not in naira. Is it wise if we're president of a nation to promote or to earn his salary in foreign currency that is not his own local currency the country is ruling?
Are you aware that the vice president, Osinbajo, is supposed to travel to India and his trip was cancelled? Do you know how much Nigeria lost for that cancelled trip of our vice president to India? My question is, what is he going to India to do? Of what benefit will that trip to India brought to Nigeria? And now, why was the trip cancelled? And look at the amount of money that Nigeria lose on that trip. You know, sometimes I don't know where we're heading to. I'm telling you honestly, I don't know.
Why do you think that the government of Nigeria does not want to create a room where he will be able to communicate with the poor masses on the street, or create an institution where government and citizens should be talking to each other so that the people will understand what is going on and the government should understand what is going on also in the poor masses arena?
That is the thing, just as it is in other developing countries. You know what I'm saying now? How it is how in other developing countries. Look at Nigeria now, even the mass media. You understand now? Where the president was saying that if they publish anything concerning be closed down. What are we saying? How will people know what is going on in the country? It's not through the mass media, through the newspapers.
But another side of the story, when looking at issues, if things are going wrong in other parts of the world, the American, Britain does throw in their muzzle to push it right. Like we are watching in Syria and other parts of the world. Why do you think that the Americans and Britain kept silent in what is going on in Nigeria?
Actually, I felt that it's not proper for them, you know, they are not ruling Nigeria. They have a president anyway. Why won't they keep quiet? The Nigerian president tell them what to do in their own country? I'm saying now. It's not
Yes.
your country. What you can give is an advice. You understand now? You can come over and because an independent country, so to say, it's not
But
them.
independent country, when Nigeria got independent for the first time, um,
Pardon?
many people were happy that the Black African continent will be able to alleviate from what they are passing through in the world today. But they are disappointed now, men looking at Nigeria, because Nigeria normally project himself as the leader of Black African continent.
Yeah.
So, which way Nigeria, my brother?
My brother, is a difficult thing. I was shocked today when I read, you know, in the
Yes.
internet today, Harry have given order that any newspaper that publish Biafran should be closed down and the management should be arrested. So how will the masses know what is going on in the country? How will the
Okay.
masses? It is a problem. It is a problem. Max
Okay.
media is the only way people are being informed of what is going on in the country. But now, when you have said, oh, any mass media that reports this and that should be closed down, this and that, you are putting fear on the people. Ordinarily, it is a clear evidence that a man that really not is not a civilian, not a civilian. So that is the whole.
Uh, but hello.
Hello, I can hear you well.
Yeah. Facebook is there, and it's
Yes.
open to all. No
Yes.
police, no military, whatever. There is many ways to communicate, to inform outside countries or all over the world what is going on in Nigeria. Why Nigerians are so dormant in terms of internet war?
Actually, when you go through the Facebook, Twitter, and all whatnot, people are talking, you know, but you will hear their voice, you know. The question is, our people there at the Senate, National Assembly, are people there at House of Rep? You know what I'm saying now? What
Yes.
are they doing? They are there for their wardrobe allowance. They are there for their housing allowance. They are there for their armored cars and all whatnot. They are not there for the good of the masses, people that voted them in. You know what I'm saying now? They just have
But
that
why
mentality.
can't Nigerians say enough is enough once and
Because of
for all? Because here
them,
I normally discuss with Germans. Sometimes we normally they say Nigeria is one of the richest country in Africa, even number 25 in the world. But the corruption is pushing Nigeria deeper into a deep hole. And I said to them, don't you think that your people are helping the corruption in Africa? In a sense that things are going wrong, you people keep on watching, nobody's doing anything to help the Africans to move ahead. Do you know what they normally reply to me? They said, Nigerians, Africans doesn't complain. They are not complaining. And the complaint they want to see from Africa is for people to go on the street. Then you will see them throw in by protecting the human rights. They have now the right to push the government to follow the normal course. But Nigerians are not coming on the street.
it's not they are crying. I won't actually believe that. Look at the case of Nnamdi Kanu, for example. I will, the case of Nnamdi Kanu, for example. People, the people of the southeast, they are protesting, peaceful protesting. And look at our Nigerian army killing them on daily basis. While Boko Haram that are there killing, maiming people, nobody's going after them.
Mr. Nadozie, like what you are just saying now, they are killing the people in the southeast.
The
And
supporters,
we, yeah, supporters of IPOs. But
yes,
in the issue of Boko Haram, we do see videos of the killers and the killing and the masses that have been victims of whatever violence. But in the southeast, we are not seeing any videos. Nothing is coming out to prove that the government is dropping hard on these people.
that is the thing. You see the number of military men that were pushed down here to harness and harass all these peaceful demonstrators of Nnamdi Kalu's release. But in the north, where Boko Haram are killing people, what is going on there? How many of them have they killed? You know, I'm telling you, you see this incident that happened at Aba some time ago, where people are having peaceful demonstration over the release of Nnamdi Kalu. How many people were killed? In Onitsha here, Anambra State, people were being killed like fowl. Peaceful, harmless demonstrators who are crying out for people to hear their voice. You know what I'm saying now? So it's a
Yes.
problem. It's a problem, you know. Sorry, let me just answer a call. 1 minute. Hello. Yeah, good morning.
So, as my friend is talking, so let's just listen to a short. Welcome back, sir. Hello? Can you hear me? Oh, we are having technical problem. 1 minute, please. Let me solve it out. Are you there? Hello? What the hell is going on now? Can you hear me? Okay, because your mic is not working. Let me, it's from my side, not from your side, please. Okay, hello? Can you say something? It's not coming through. The mic is muted. So it's supposed to give me the option to unmute. Hello? This technical issue is not good. Well, actually, we may call it a day. Thank you for participating. I will still invite you some other time so that we will deliberate on other issues. I will use this opportunity because I have been working to see that this mic is working very well. It's now a problem that I cannot be able to solve right now. So I will say that our discussion is nice. Thank you for being part of it, and remain blessed.
Und? Was macht dein Freund? Hat er dich gefreut, dich zu sehen?